Yes, and well, they can get. It's pretty rare to see one that big. Now, this snake, when it's full grown, one of the really cool things about snakes is when he's full grown, this snake here is going to eat something about the size of a deer. And when it eats a big meal like that, guess what? He can go about 2 whole years without eating again. That's how long snakes can go between food. You want to hold it? Come on up.
We've been wanting to hold down all the time.
So now another cool thing about this snake, and I got a couple other snakes I'm going to show you as well, but I'm going to walk around with him one more time, and I want you guys to look at his lips. He's got something really, really cool on the front of his face. You want to show your friends, or you want me to? Do you want me to? All right. If you guys take a look, you see on his top lip there, you see those little holes along the side of his mouth? They're not the big ones on the top, but there's little teeny tiny ones right there. See those? Mm-hmm. Let me show the group over here. You guys see these little holes on the side of his face right there?
Yeah.
Right. What those are, those holes on the side of his face are heat pits. And what this snake can do, if you covered his eyes and made him keep his tongue in his mouth, he can actually see every one of you just by how warm you are. So it's kind of like a movie you guys probably never saw, but there's a movie called The Predator where he could see everybody out in the jungle with just their heat. So this snake here is an excellent hunter. That's why snakes don't like to eat things that are already dead, because if an animal's already dead, it's not warm anymore. If it's not warm, he can't see it. So let's go ahead and wave bye to the Burmese python.
So does he use all 3 senses then?
Yeah, pretty much. If it doesn't register on all 3 as something he can eat, they won't touch it.
Oh, wow.
So, we did a couple reptiles. Let me bring out another soft and cuddly that you guys were taking a look at earlier.
Prairie dog.
This is my black-tailed prairie dog. You guys see the little black tail?
Yeah.
Now that black tail is very important because baby prairie dogs, if you look at him, what's he look like? What does his colors remind you of?
Rabbit.
Deer? Guess what? Well, he lives in the desert, so this fur is the same color as sand. Now the problem with that is when this little baby prairie dog is crawling around out in the desert, his mommy and daddy can't see him. They can't find the babies. So what he would do when mommy and daddy bark for him is he would stick his little black tail up in the air, and when he does that, mommy and daddy could find the little tip of his tail and know where the baby is. I'm going to see if I can hold it close so you guys see. Now, another neat thing about this guy, you silly little hot potato. Another cool thing about this guy is in the wild, he never, ever, ever, ever drinks any water. What this guy does is he eats lots of roots. He likes carrots. He likes potatoes and lots of veggies. He does eat some cucumbers every now and then. And what this guy can do is he can actually absorb all the water from all the food he eats. That way he never has to drink any water in the desert. Because is there a lot of water in the desert? No, that's why it's a desert. Now, the last cool thing about prairie dogs, I'm betting unlike you guys, is they have super clean bedrooms. What these guys like to do is they actually dig different tunnels for everything they need. So if you were to climb down into a prairie dog tunnel, you would find one tunnel, that's his bathroom, a second tunnel, that's his kitchen, where he stores all of his food, and then a third tunnel where he likes to sleep. So everything is nice and clean, and he doesn't have to worry about things getting all mixed up. Even back at the zoo, when we open his box up, he's got different tunnels for everything he needs. So my little baby here, he's still a little baby. This guy's only about 7 months old. He's starting to get a little fussy, so we're going to put him back. But I got some other cool stuff to show you guys.
Found my shirt. He needed it for his bed.
Oh my goodness, how funny.
I let him keep it because it stinks.
Yeah, all right.
Let's go ahead. Let's take a little trip over to Africa and bring out one of my favorites. This is a big African ball python. And I bet you guys saw some of these earlier here, but this is Buddy, and Buddy's one of my many, many, many rescue snakes. Buddy here, someone actually found sitting on the side of the road right here in Florida. So someone, either this snake escaped from his home, or somebody decided that he was just too much to handle, and they actually let him go. Which is pretty crazy, because Buddy here Just so friendly. You guys see this? You see how friendly that is? Aww. He's just a big cuddle bug. He just wants to cuddle with everybody. Buddy here in Africa, the reason these guys are called ball pythons is because if he was scared right now, very good. What he would do is he would wrap himself up into a knot like a pretzel, and then all of those brown spots on him look like a big rock. And if he looks like a big rock, what happens is all the giant birds in Africa, when they're flying around above him, they wouldn't realize he's a snake to eat. They would think he's just a big rock. You crazy lizard. So I'm going to see if you guys want to pet him. And if you look at Buddy here,